Some extra precautions were in place over the weekend for one of the nation's largest road races. Concrete barriers set up all across the Golden Gate Bridge to keep vehicles away from runners during yesterday's San Francisco Marathon. Organizers say the enhanced safety measure was a precautionary move after those recent vehicle attacks in Great Britain and elsewhere. Well, a very good morning to you, and thank you so much for waking up with the Valley today. I'm Kyle Bosch. We're just getting started with nonstop news and weather all the way up to the top of the hour to help you plan your Monday. And we do start with some breaking news we're following for you this morning. Another officer-involved shooting in Minnesota. This time a man is in the hospital with gunshot wounds after being shot by police in Willmar yesterday. The Bureau of Criminal Apprehension says 2 officers were responding to a 911 call about a suicidal man at a home. Then at one point during the encounter, both police officers fired their weapons, injuring the suspect. He was taken by medical helicopter to St. Cloud. No one else was hurt during the incident. Both officers are now on standard administrative leave. The BCA is leading the investigation. Also breaking for you this morning, Cass County deputies are looking for a driver who led them on a short, high-speed chase early this morning. It started just after 2 a.m. when a deputy clocked a car going about 80 miles per hour in a 55-mile-per-hour zone on Highway 4 in the northern part of Cass County. The chase lasted just about 2 minutes, but the deputy says speeds hit 100 miles per hour. It was called off because of safety reasons. Well, developing for you this morning, a developing story out of Moorhead. A man there is facing numerous charges after police responded to an attempted burglary report. Officers were called out around 6 last night after a homeowner thought this man, Artur Bagdasarov, was trying to break into their home near 20th Street South. Police say after they arrived, Bagdasarov ran off and over to the nearby Anheuser-Busch plant. Now, Bagdasarov was apparently able to climb up a ladder and eventually get inside the building. That's when police evacuated workers and surrounded the plant while they looked for Bagdasarov. He was eventually found and arrested after falling off some scaffolding. He's facing charges of burglary, trespassing, obstructing, and fleeing. 6:51 now. Time to get a look at weather and traffic on the one, starting with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Good morning this Monday. Starting off on a beautiful note, as you can see on our sky cam here, we've got some gorgeous sunshine in the eastern horizon here today. There's a little bit of haze, a little bit of fog on the horizon, thanks to some issues with that fog that's developed off to the east. And in fact, visibility has been down in places like Wadena and Park Rapids. Good thing is that Wadena is now at 10 miles for our report there, 1 mile in Park Rapids. So that's an area where we're kind of still stuck in the fog. And there is a little lowering up to the north and into eastern North Dakota too to watch out for. Just keep that in mind as you're hitting the road this morning. 63 degrees in Fargo, 62 in Grand Forks. It's mainly starting to see those 60s start to pop up on our map here, and we'll continue to watch those temperatures climb. Checking out our wind, it is very light in the south and over to the east. It does pick up more the farther west you go, and more as that high that's been keeping us dry and comfortable starts to depart. We'll start to see those winds pick up in its wake here today. And there's a little bit of cloud cover trying to work its way in. Some high clouds already streaming into our western viewing area, and well to the west of there, some chances for some rain and thunder right along the North Dakota-South Dakota line. That's going to be moving into the southern valley. It is weakening a bit, but there could still be some showers associated with a little bit of cloud cover down in that far southern viewing area here today. Temperatures ranging anywhere from some upper 70s to some mid 80s coming up for this afternoon, with again lots of sunshine and a nice one even into the evening hours. Now tonight things change a little bit. We have a chance for some storms rolling through the northern valley, and then again tomorrow we are looking at the potential for some more storms into the afternoon hours. Now these are a little bit iffy. It doesn't look like a solid possibility for some storms coming up. In fact, some of our models indicating not much at all, but something to keep in mind here as we move ahead into the week. The rest of the week, nice and warm, especially by this weekend, 80s to near 90. Let's check in with Al.
Police, we're on Interstate 29 right now. A lot of traffic out here this morning. Northbound I-29 in particular is really busy, all the way from 52nd Avenue up to 19th Avenue. So that should give you a pretty good picture of what's going on here. Steady stream of lights, steady stream of traffic. Southbound I-29 relatively active as well. Interstate 94 westbound, real busy this morning as well as we get going on this brand new Monday morning. Quick reminder for you, 34th Street, if you're using 34th Street to get onto Interstate 94 in Moorhead, expect some delays and some lane closures there starting today and tomorrow. They're going to start at 7:30 this morning doing some work on those ramps, so be mindful of that. Drive carefully today. And always, Al, I'm at Valley Today Traffic.
6:54 now. Cass County electric repair crews spent part of their morning working to get the lights back on for a neighborhood northwest of Fargo. The outage started around 2 a.m. in Riley's Acres. Cass County Electric says 287 homes were impacted, but everyone was back online within about an hour. The cause of the outage was a faulty cable. A 20-year-old Crookston man is facing a list of charges after police say he set off fireworks in a downtown Grand Forks bar. Isaiah Ramirez was arrested after police say the Loft Bar staff had to restrain him until they got there. According to a preliminary investigation, a suspect who police believe is Ramirez set off a large firework inside the main bar area around 1 yesterday morning. The bar was full of customers at the time, and several of them were hit with flying glass. Some of the charges Ramirez could face include endangering by fire or explosion, criminal mischief, and disorderly conduct. Well, developing for you this morning, police are looking for a person who they say pointed a gun at a pharmacy employee in Bismarck yesterday morning and demanded drugs. Police say that the suspect's voice sounded female. This is a surveillance picture from inside the business. The clinic ended up going into lockdown and was closed for about 90 minutes because of the incident, but no one was hurt. Also developing for you this morning, new details just coming in. Senior White House advisor and President Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, is denying that President Trump's campaign colluded with Russia. He issued a statement early this morning detailing 4 contacts with Russians that he had during the election in transition. It comes just hours before he's due to be interviewed by staff of the Senate Intelligence Committee about Russian meddling in the 2016 election. Now, Kushner's meeting will be behind closed doors, and he will not be under oath. Now, tomorrow, he will face another round of questions by a House panel. Donald Trump Jr. and former Trump campaign chair Paul Manafort are also set to meet with a Senate panel in private, but no dates for those interviews have been set yet. Well, in our schemes and ripoffs today, most of us by now has heard about malware. That's software that attacks your computer. But have you heard of scareware? Well, one viewer emailed us to let us know that she had a message pop up on her computer screen after she clicked on a website claiming that her computer was infected with malware and she needed to call the number it gave her. When she did call, a man said he was from Microsoft and wanted access to her computer. That's when she realized it was a scam and hung up. The real Microsoft told her to simply restart her computer to fix the issue. Can't eat one more fruit or vegetable from your garden, or just have a bunch of extra that you're worried will go bad before you can get to it? Well, that garden surplus can mean a healthy meal for a local family in need. Sharing more details about how you can help is the Valley Today's Kristi Larson, who joins us live from NDSU this morning. Hi, Kristi.
Well, good morning, Kyle. We're actually standing on the corner of 12th and 18th Street here in North Fargo with Esther McInnes. And what I love is this is going to be one of your guys' drop-off locations for Veggies for the Pantry, where people can bring their excess fruits and vegetables, and you're really putting them into a really good use.
That's right. So every Monday night from 6:30 till 7:30 p.m. we'll be in the parking lot. You can donate your fresh produce. We'll take it to the food pantry and then take a walk around the garden. So it's a win-win situation.
And speaking of walking around the garden, tomorrow night you guys are inviting the public, even the kids, to come and walk around your garden here in North Fargo.
That's correct. So Tuesday night from 4 to 7 o'clock, we're going to have tours of the garden. Come out and see our annual bedding plants, and then also the largest collection of daylilies of any public institution in the country.
And what's so neat is, as you had mentioned before, this is really a need in our community, not only to learn more about the plants that they want to do, but also to help those in need of that fresh produce, all of those natural ingredients that they might need for some foods that they might not have available to them.
That's correct. So, it's all about the nutritional aspects of it. So, two great events.
Yeah, and don't forget that it's going to be happening every Monday night from 6:30 to 7:30. Every Monday night you can drop off that produce. There's 11 different locations from West Fargo to Moorhead and Dilworth. And Kyle, if you want to get more information on that or tomorrow night's open house, you can go to their Facebook page. We do have a link on valleynewslive.com. Just click on our hot button.
Such a great program for sure this time of year. Kristi Larson reporting live for us this morning. Thanks, Kristi. All right, let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. According to a survey, this is the most annoying thing house guests do. The answer, don't take their shoes off. You can take part in our question of the morning by heading to our Valley News Live Facebook page, where we, of course, invite you to join the conversation with us throughout the day. Sounds like we're on tap for a pretty nice back to work Monday, Lisa.
Yeah, it's looking really good out there, especially this morning getting into work. We don't really have too many issues out there. Maybe a couple of spotty areas with fog, but expect some partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies and temperatures in the 70s to some mid 80s. A little breezy this afternoon, some teens out of the south gusting in